Hello, hello, and welcome to our Saturday fusion yoga practice. So at Yogi Institute, this fusion class brings together the 5 types of yoga that we do throughout the week into one practice so that we can use it for kind of a compare and contrast to understand the difference between these different yoga practices. So you may want to have a blanket handy always. I think in every yoga class, you might want to have a blanket handy, especially if you have sensitive knees. That's a good thing. And for today, I also recommend having a bolster handy. We are going to use body weight for the strength portion rather than hand weights like we usually do. And I'm just going to grab my bolster. If there's anything that you need to grab for your class, feel free to grab that too. So I'm going to grab my bolster and have that handy just off to the side. We'll use that closer to the end of our practice. And we'll start today's class in a seated position. So this is day 6 of our 30 days of yoga, our 30-day yoga challenge that's focused on motivation, dedication, and commitment, and our relationship to these different concepts. How motivated are we to accomplish whatever it is that we want to accomplish? How dedicated are we to our goals, our dreams? And what is our level of commitment in different aspects of our lives? So as you come to your mat, you're reflecting not only on your practice, but you're utilizing your practice as time and space to look more deeply into your life. Is there places in your life where you want to create more motivation, more dedication, more commitment? Commitment maybe to your yoga practice, but we can look at it off of our mat as well. So I invite you to set that intention here and now, to take this time to maybe reflect on that as you move through your practice, and allowing your mind to be focused, yes, on your practice, but also into these bigger ideas and concepts within your life. From our easy seat, let's ground down into our bottom, close down the eyes, and we'll focus on our breath. Taking a deep inhale to expand, and an open mouth exhale to release. And a deep inhale to expand, and an open mouth exhale to release. One more big breath in, and full breath out. Let's activate our Ujjayi breath, inhales and exhales through the nose. You can gently press your tongue against the roof of your mouth to create some restriction in the back of your throat. This creates an audible breath. This breath helps us to focus the mind. This is the breath we use in most of our yoga classes. What I love about it is that it increases the energy, but it also calms the energy. So when we increase the heart rate, when we get that heart rate really pumping, we use this breath to move breath to movement. And then we use the same breath to calm the heart rate, to calm the body, to ground the self. So it's a very useful breath on and off our mats. We're going to start with our yin practice and come into an extended seat, extending your legs out long, and then come into a gentle forward fold. So because it's early in our practice, we're not really warmed up. Just come to a point where you feel some sensation in your body. That's what yin is about, coming to a place of sensation and working with the body before it's warmed up. Yin yoga is meant to be done with the body cold rather than warmed up. So that's why we open with the practice. It also helps us to still our mind and bring us into the practice and connect more deeply to the sensations that we feel in our bodies. So as we come into this still pose and we hinge forward, staying nice and tall through the spine, start to notice where you feel this in the body, letting the sensations of the pose draw you into your practice. Usually in our yin class, we hold a posture for 2 minutes. And at about 90 seconds, there might be some amount of release. And if the body invites you to come a little bit deeper into a pose, feel free to take that invitation. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Bring the upper body through center. Let's tuck the right foot in, coming into a half butterfly, and then hinging forward again. I really love this posture for stretching through the hamstrings and also through the hips. It's said that because of our culture and spending so much time seated, that our hamstrings are one of the two tightest places in the body. So if you're feeling a lot of sensation here, know that that's why we're here. We're actually here to feel into that sensation. We're here to feel into that tension. And as we feel into the tension, we start to create space. As we hold the posture and breathe into the posture, we start to create space. Let's bring the upper body through center. Take that right foot, extend it out, tuck the left foot in, and take a big inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hinge forward. And another thing that I love about this posture, not only the hamstring stretch, but I love doing asymmetrical shapes in the body where one side of the body is doing one thing and the other side is doing something different, because it helps me to feel into the difference between the right and left side. This side feels completely different. I actually feel it quite a bit through the inner thigh on the left leg, the bent leg, as well as the hamstrings. And maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's not that there's a right or wrong way to feel a posture. Your body is unique, and yin helps us to understand our own body. Come back through center, and let's come into a seated position as we shift into our Kundalini practice. So from your seated position, flip your palms, palm facing down, and we're going to come into Siri Om. So that is circles through the chest. Add in the breath. Inhale as you come forward, and exhale as you round the spine back, drawing the belly button to the spine, hollowing out that belly, and then inhale, come forward, and exhale, round back. I invite you to close down your eyes here and just really feel into this movement, trusting in your body's ability to move, your body's sensations. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round back. Notice which direction you're moving. Let's change direction. Keeping the breath the same. Inhale as you come forward, and exhale as you round back. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you round back. Continuing to stay connected to that breath and that movement within your body. And coming through center, inhale, get nice and tall. Take a moment and just notice in the body the energy that created. And the next Kundalini movement we're going to do is called washing machine. That's what I call it. Bringing your hands onto your shoulders. Fingers come in the front part of the shoulder, thumbs in the back. And let's inhale to the left and exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. I invite you to close down your eyes here and make the breath really powerful. I like to imagine that I'm picking up air on one side and dropping it off on the other side of the body. Come through center, change the direction of the breath. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Powerful breaths. Come through center. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, right hand down, left hand reaches to the right. Sink that left hip down. Inhale through center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches. Open up through the side body. Inhale through center. Exhale, shift yourself into a tabletop position. Coming into that nice sturdy tabletop, spread your fingers out wide, shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. Let the shoelace side of your feet rest down into the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, lift the gaze, shine the chest forward. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, head hangs heavy. Draw the forehead toward the pelvis, pelvis to the forehead. Inhale back into your cow, arching the spine, lifting the gaze. Exhale into your cat, rounding the spine, head hangs heavy. Let's take two more. Inhale into your cow, so good. Exhale into your cat, press through those palms. One more. Inhale into your cow and exhale into your cat. Flipping your toes, pressing your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward, and let's come into a forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows, letting the head hang heavy and shifting from right to left. We're starting to shift into our Vinyasa practice where we move breath to movement. We'll do a couple sun salutation A's. Don't worry, you've done it before. Release your hands down. Let's take a gentle bend in the knees as we slowly start to rise our entire body up into our mountain pose. Setting our mountain pose up nice and sturdy. You can draw the feet together, bringing the toes and heels to touch. Maybe it feels better and more stable in your body to have some space between your feet. That's okay. Tuck your tailbone under and feel that engagement through your core. Get nice and tall from the tailbone through the crown of the head, drawing the crown up. Roll your palms forward, staying open through your chest. This is our mountain pose. Let's inhale, extend our mountain, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath all the way down. Inhale, coming to your halfway lift, hands to shins. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Create that nice flat back as you sink the hips back and lengthen the crown forward. Take one more big inhale here. Full exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back into your high plank. For this high plank, let's zip the legs up together. Always an option to come down onto your knees. Shift forward, lower to a hover or all the way down, squeezing the elbows in, unflip the toes, press through the palms, arch through the spine, upward facing dog, lift your gaze. Exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. That's a sun salutation. Let's do that again. Inhale, look forward, step forward, rise, extended mountain, in. Full breath out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, full. Plant your hands, step your feet back into your high plank. Option to come down onto the knees. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale as you lower to a hover or all the way down. Flip the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. One more time, look forward, step forward, rise all the way up, extend the mountain. Full exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step your feet back. One more vinyasa flow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower to a hover or all the way down. Unflip the toes, press through the palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward. Rise to your mountain pose. We're already shifting into the strength portion of our practice. Let's start in a chair pose. Sink the hips back and reach the arms up. Now, ideally, your knees are stacking over your ankles. So you're really sitting back. You're drawing the knees together. Reach through your fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Take it through that vinyasa flow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower to a hover or all the way down. Unflip the toes, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Look between your hands, step that right foot all the way through, low runner's lunge, keeping the hands on the floor. Shift forward, shift back. Shift forward, shift back. Shift forward, stack your knee over your ankle. That front foot is pointed straight forward. Back foot pops down at a 45-degree angle. Really press the back heel in and point the toes toward the top left corner of your mat. Bend into the front knee. You can take your hands on your hips and square the hips forward. If you're having some trouble squaring the hips forward, open up through the feet, widen your stance. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms. And we're going to draw the elbows. Inhale, open cactus. Exhale, press the elbows together. Inhale, open cactus. Exhale, press the inward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, press. Pause at this press. Sweep the hands back, lengthen the crown forward. Flip the palms, palm facing up. Pulse the palms upward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way back up overhead. Exhale, open up to your warrior 2. Setting up our feet nice and stable. Paralleling the back foot to the back side of the mat, heel to arch alignment with the feet. That front knee is stacked over the front ankle. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Tuck the booty in. Feel that engagement through your core. Get nice and tall from the hips through the crown. Reach the arms out. Nice and sturdy and stable from fingertip to fingertip. Let's inhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale, sink back in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink back in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink in. Straighten through that front leg, reach forward, triangle pose. Right hand down, left hand high. Let's pulse that top hand up and really engage through those obliques. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back into your warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale your hands down, step your right foot back, maybe float that leg back and take it through your vinyasa flow, chaturanga. Same thing on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Look between your hands, step that foot through, low runner's lunge. Take a moment, shift forward, shift back. Sink forward, stacking the knee over the ankle. Pop the back heel down at that 45-degree angle. You really want that heel planted. Back foot points to the top right corner of the mat. Sink into the front knee. Square the hips forward and reach through your fingertips. Let's cactus out the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, draw the knee forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the arms straight back. Palms come palm facing up. Lengthen forward. Pulse those hands up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, and exhale, open up to your warrior 2. Paralleling your back foot to the back side of your mat. Heel to arch alignment with the feet. That front knee stacked over the front ankle. Shoulders are over the hips. Tuck the booty under. Feel that engagement through the core. Reach from fingertip to fingertip, gazes forward. Let's inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sink back in. 2 more. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sink back in. Last one. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sink back in. Straighten through the front leg, reach forward. Triangle pose, left hand down, right hand high. Engage through the top fingertips. Lift your gaze and let's pulse that top hand up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into your warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale your hands down. Step left foot back. Maybe hover that leg. Take it through your last vinyasa. There's the strength portion. Now we start to slow things down. Look forward. Step forward. Let's take a deep bend in the knees. Sit down. Let's come right into our boat pose. Can't be a class without a bit of core work. So for your boat, your feet can be down, shins can be parallel, legs can be straight. Find what's right for you today. Reach forward, lean back. Really feel that engagement through the core and really zip the legs up tight no matter where you are. Zip those legs up tight. You got it. Flip the palms, palm facing down. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If the feet are lifted, plant them down. Reach forward and let's come all the way down to your back. Extend your legs out long and hip overhead. Take a big breath in, stretch it out. Big breath out, let that go. Stretch it out. Big breath out, let that go. This is where you may want your bolster or your blanket. We're going to come into one of my favorite chest opening postures, a supported fish pose. So if you have a bolster, you can use that and bring the bolster to the low back and start to lower yourself down. If you don't have a bolster or something similar, you can use your blanket. This is another really nice variation. I'm going to do that one today. So take your blanket or your towel, whatever you have handy, and then take that rolled up blanket, place it right behind your tailbone, and then you're going to lean yourself back on that blanket or towel. Let your shoulders fall open, flip your palms, palm facing up, tilt through your chin, come back to your breath. Feeling this opening through the front line of the body. Slowing things down, coming into the restorative portion of our practice. Let's take a few deep breaths. I said earlier that the hamstrings were one of the 2 tightest places on our body. The chest is the second. And this is because we spend time on our phones, our shoulders tend to roll forward. So this is a very corrective posture because our shoulders are really falling backward over the blanket or the bolster, and we're opening up through the chest. Take a couple more deep breaths here and really breathe into the lungs. Fill the lungs. Flip your palms, palm facing down slowly, gently press your upper body up. Let's take a gentle fold forward. Come back through center, remove that blanket from behind you. You can actually take the blanket and leave it folded up and place it underneath your head if you would like, just for a little bit of extra comfort for your neck. And we're going to come all the way down onto our backs, draw the knees into the chest, and gently rock side to side. Let's take our hands onto our knees and do some circles with the knees, bringing the knees apart and together, apart and together. Change direction, together and apart, together and apart. Plant the feet down, staying bent at the knees, and let's shift the knees from right to left and right to left. Come through center, extend your legs out long, flip your palms, palm facing up or down by your side, and find your final resting pose. As we come into this final resting pose, let's connect to our affirmation for today. I am inspired by my past successes and future possibilities. I am inspired by my past successes and my future possibilities. Now it's day 6, and our past successes are every day that has brought us to today. It's actually day 7, I'm sorry. Day 7. I am inspired by my past successes and my future possibilities. So allowing the possibility of finishing this 30-day challenge to inspire you to keep showing up. Allowing the past classes that you've done over the last 7 days to inspire you to keep going. Maybe you're starting to notice some shifts in your body, some shifts in your life, because this practice doesn't just benefit us on our mats. It benefits us off of our mats. Sometimes it's our sleep that's benefited. Sometimes it creates more patience with our kids or our spouse or our coworkers. Sometimes it offers more mental clarity, more stillness, more calm. So there's a lot of possibility that you have potentially experienced already, or you have the opportunity to experience. This practice continues to benefit us off of our mats. Let's take a big breath in and a full breath out. A big breath in and a full breath out. Once again, slowly, gently draw your knees in towards your chest, wrap your hands around your knees and gently rock from side to side. Grab the backs of your legs and rock yourself all the way up into a seated position. We'll close out today's class as we started in our easy seat. Bringing the palms to touch and tucking the chin to the chest. I remember back in my first teacher training 7 years ago, the question was, what is yoga to you? And after I journaled about that for a while, I came down to one statement. Yoga is self-love. Every time I show up to my mat, I fill up my cup so that I have more love to offer to others. It's just like in the airplane when they say, put your oxygen mask on first. When you fill up your cup with self-love, you have that to offer the world around you. It is day 7. I'm corrected. It is day 7, meaning that you have shown up for 7 consecutive days. Acknowledge yourself. Let's take a moment and give ourselves a little pat on the back. Good job. You're doing so good. Keep showing up. I will keep showing up with you. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. I appreciate you so much. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. Tomorrow, actually. Let's keep this momentum going. Until we meet again, may your light be your guide.